YBC. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about de-winterizing your RV. I'm getting a really late start on this for a lot of different reasons, but today I'm going to take you through my process on how to de-winterize a Jayco Melbourne. Stick around. If you like what you see, please give me a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. In the winterizing video, we went through and emptied out the black and gray tanks. We did a solid flush on them to make sure that they were clean, closed the valves, so we were good there. And in the winterizing process, we removed the canister water filter that's in your utility bay. I don't have one of those right now to put back in, but that will go back in after we go ahead and flush out the antifreeze, which is basically the easiest way to explain how to de-winterize. There's a couple other things you want to do, but that's what we're going to do first. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up, actually change my valves settings in the utility bay, and then we're going to run some water in here, and we'll then flush out the antifreeze from our valves. Again, I did use antifreeze. Some people just blow out the lines. Whatever your preference is, go ahead and do that. So let's get started. Okay, I'm at the utility bay right now, and as you can see, the valve settings are at 2 and 4, which is to sanitize or winterize your lines. Notice I marked it winterize so I don't confuse myself. So what we're going to do is we're going to change those. We're going to fill the fresh water tank. So, and those settings will be changed to 1 and 6. Which is for city fill of the tank. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the water on. We're going to fill that tank. I also had drained the fresh water tank, so I'm going to go ahead and put some water in there and try to run that water then through the lines. Okay, I don't know how well you can hear that, but it is the city water tank filling up. Okay, inside the RV, as you're filling up your fresh water tank, of course, you can go to the fresh water button, push it. I'm half full. Okay, I'm going to run water from the fresh water tank. If I've done this before on my way down south in my winter trip, where basically I just get to the campground and I hook it up to campground water and I flush it out that way, and that works too. But we're going to go with the fresh tank first, so let's go ahead and turn on the water pump, and we'll see if we can get some things to work here. Well, it certainly had antifreeze in it, as you can see. So we're just going to run this until it runs clear. And do that. Okay, and that's the cold, and that's the hot. And remember, in the winterizing process, we had shut off we did the bypass so that the antifreeze didn't run through the water heater. You don't want that to happen, so we'll change that also as part of the process. So this looks good, it's pretty clear. Let's go back here. Okay, we're in the bathroom now, so let's try that. And there you go, it's running pretty clear. And running pretty clear there also. Okay, don't forget the toilet. There's antifreeze inside the toilet bowl. All right, now we're also going to do the shower, so let's go ahead and do the cold first. And it's very pink, but it's cleaning up real good. Pretty good. And now the hot. So basically you're just flushing the antifreeze out of your lines at this stage. That's really the majority of what the de-winterizing process is. So, okay, and don't forget, finally, your shower. You need to also de-winterize that. So I'm just going to put it in the bucket right here, and I have my water pump is on. So I'll go ahead and just turn it on, and it will flush out any antifreeze that's in there. It's cold, and that's hot. Fine. We'll let it run a while. Make sure we're flushing the antifreeze out. All the way through the system now. Okay, now since we have flushed all of the antifreeze out of the system, it's time to fill the water tank up. So as you can see where I left it from last year, when I drained it to make sure everything got out of the system, I opened this pressure relief valve. That's how you do that, and I just closed it now. So we're good to go there. And now we're going to insert this plastic plug back into, thread it back in there. And the reason that it is plastic is you have to be careful. At first when I bought this, I got some brass plugs, and you can't really mix the metals. It can cause some issues. So always go with the plastic. So let me go ahead and get that in there, and we'll change the valves inside. Also, to tighten it, I haven't really found a good way. I did buy this wrench from Camping World, and it does work. Takes a little time. You have to be patient. Some guys have flexible ratchets with sockets that have made them work, but I haven't done that yet. So I'm just doing it this way. So we're going to tighten it up. Okay, I don't know if you can see how far I've threaded that in, but we'll try that first. We'll see if it leaks. We'll tighten it up some more. Okay, we're back inside the RV now, and we're going to take off the grill that's directly below the refrigerator in my RV, which is a Melbourne 24L. It's a 2017. We're going to remove that, and we'll find the valves underneath there to change so that the water heater is not bypassed, and we will allow water to flow through the water heater. Okay, I don't know how well you can see it and how well this light's going to work, but we've changed the direction of the valves to allow flow into the water heater now. And on the bypass, we've closed that off, and the valve down below, we've opened that up too. So it's in line with the PEX tubing, which shows you that flow will go through those lines. Goes through the bottom one and the top one, and the middle one is now closed off for normal use. Okay, I've opened the valve to for on the hot side to allow some air to escape here, and hopefully we're going to get a water flow here pretty soon. And just have the water pump on. Okay, I'm going to turn it off and on again. And again, here we go. We're getting the water out of the lines. So if nothing comes out, you can close the valve and open it to get a flow. If you continue to run it without any flow, you can cause the pump to cavitate, which can do some damage. So, okay, that's the hot. That's the cold. And of course, I haven't turned the hot water heater on. So we're just flushing the lines out. Okay, and we'll go back here. Again, that's the hot side. I installed this residential faucet last year in stainless bowl in here. I really like it. Again, just running the cold more and then the hot. It's just any remaining antifreeze that might have been in the bypass lines is going to get flushed out now. Okay, now you can remove this canister and install your new filter in your inline filter, and and put it back in place using the wrench that's supplied. You have fresh water, you aren't going to run any antifreeze through there now, so you can go ahead and change that now. Okay, this is the product that I like to use. I don't like to use bleach. I like to use this. It's called Spring Fresh from Camco. I believe I got it at Camping World, but you can get it at Walmart, probably Amazon, a lot of different places. So in place of bleach, you can use this to remove odors and tastes in your drinking water. It can sanitize particularly your freshwater tank. You want to do that because although it's been sitting empty, you always want to make sure your freshwater tank is properly sanitized. So the way you would do that is put your valves on 1 and 4, and that's to sanitize your tank. I believe then you put use your supplied hose that you use to winterize. You can, of course, put the one end in your water intake and the other end in the jug, and you can pull it up into your system, and then it will flush through the system as you add water and use it. Basically, you want to fill your water tank up to, I think, 2/3, and then add this stuff as directed, and then flush it through the system somewhat, and then go drive around for a while, and then you're going to rinse it out, and it says to rinse twice. So pretty good product. Well, it was a hot one here today, and I usually don't sweat as much when I'm doing this in the spring, but I got a taste of it today. So enjoying the weather though. Hopefully we'll be back up there camping pretty soon. Once you've run the product through your lines, you've sanitized your lines with either the bleach mix or the Spring Fresh product, something like that, you're pretty much good to go as long as you follow the directions. So I'm not going to be able to show you that today because I think I'm running out of daylight. So it's time to go, but I hope you enjoyed this video and got something out of it. And it's really a very simple process. I probably made it more complicated than it needs to be. So if you like what you see, again, give me a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And we hope to see you next video. Enjoy camping.